Yo, yo, yo. All right. I am getting ready to start this bad boy up. I am so excited. It for once was dropping when I could possibly handle it. So let me check my levels real quick. I seem a little loud, I think. Maybe I am not. Alright. But anyway, it seems like. Okay. Alright, I think we are good. So, hey, what's up? It's your boy Nerdtaku, and I am going to be reviewing chapter 1075, thankfully. So, I had a bit of a hiccup last stream. I had my bitrate super high for what I'm used to streaming at home, and that just does not pay off the way it would overseas, where your internet's just not quite as good. So I had to watch a few YouTube videos on it and figure out my bitrate to make sure that my stream is smooth. Because what was happening was it wasn't syncing up properly, and so what happened was my stream was super laggy, and it ultimately resulted in my stream being like, I'm talking like 15-20 minutes off from where I was. And so when I went to stop the stream, it ended up cutting off my stream early. So I missed a huge chunk of where I was reading the chapter and my thoughts on it. And it even cut off my last like bit of a hypothesis and a theory that I had. So I'm actually going to share that with you right now, before I read this chapter, because I feel like this chapter will probably debunk it. I have been dodging spoilers like crazy, so I have not been spoiled on anything, which is very rare. Usually social media likes to screw that up for me. But I wanted to start with that, and I also wanted to say, I don't know if I covered it in the last one, but I hit over 500 followers on TikTok, and I've been really trying to catch up on content. It hasn't really paid off yet because I've just been so tired after work and working out that I've just been like zonked out. I haven't had any time to make TikToks, which is sad because I really wanted to make a TikTok about this theory. And if this chapter completely ruins it, I'm going to be a little salty. But it's fine. It's whatever. So I'm going to put out this theory. So last chapter, we had Stussy essentially show up with Zoro up to where the rest of the Vegapunks are, and she brought Kaku and Lucci with her, which I thought was a smart move in terms of keeping them close. But there was something really, really off about them. They looked like they weren't quite passed out, in my opinion. They looked like they were faking. And so my theory is kind of wild. So when Stussy took Lucci out and Kaku out, they seemed genuinely shocked. But I think that might have been acting. I think Stussy might be like going for a triple cross here. And I think that it also might be Hattori, the bird that's on Lucci's shoulder. I think he might be in on it because he technically is a CP0 agent. So he has to. I mean, he's a masked agent. The bird has a mask too. So that usually brings some form of something, right? You know, like he has to have that. Like that's a status symbol. So what I'm thinking is Stussy brought Kaku and Lucci up there and faked them passing out so that way they could get even closer to the satellites. And the satellites are none the wiser because literally they think, oh, these people are knocked out. But what if Stussy has actually just given her loyalty to the world government, or if she's being controlled? So almost like the hierarchy chips that they have for the Seraphims, What if they had that for clones too? I mean, there's just so much that can go into it, especially because she was the first clone. But anyway, so I think that she is going to triple cross them, and this is all going to be close to getting close to the Stella body and all of the other ones. After last chapter, we saw Pythagoras get like blown up, possibly. So I would not put it past them that this is their tactic. The Vegapunk disappears. Notice Vegapunk disappeared when Bonnie went into the bubble. We didn't see where Vegapunk went. And he could have just as easily gone in the bubble and not gotten kicked out like she did, and he could still be in Kuma's memories. I'm not discounting that. But wouldn't it have been crazy if Hattori, the bird, was literally like either a Zoan or had something where they were an agent? What if they were like a Tontada agent that was a pigeon? That would make up for their size. And then when Bonnie went into the bubble of Kuma's memories, Hattori came and snatched him up, creating literally the elaborate plan that makes it so that they have to split up and search for Vegapunk. And then what happens next? They split up, and then Lilith and the CP0 agents can literally just pick off the satellites one by one. They started with Pythagoras. They have the Stella body. They're waiting till they kill all the satellites. And then, which one of the satellites might be in on it? But then they would kill off the regular Stella body. But anyway, that was my theory, and it's probably way too far into the One Piece madness. But I just thought, man, that would be so crazy, because then it would be like CP9 did the same thing where they did like a quick double cross, and it was like a huge thing. But what if they did a triple cross? Like, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. It's really hard because apparently I don't know if the Wi-Fi over here or like the region just like locks certain websites, but because I have T-Mobile, I'm able to have service over here. And if I didn't, the Wi-Fi blocks TCB scans and I wouldn't be able to read this. So but anyway, I'm gonna read this chapter and I'm gonna go through my thoughts as I can. So we're at the cover story. We have Chapter 1075, Labostratum Death Game. Wow. Germa 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 31. Granted an audience with the 5 elders due to his scientific genius. Wow, so Vegapunk literally went and met the 5 elders. Wow. That's insane. Oda's notes. We're getting a new editor soon. I'd like to thank Iwasaki-san for all his hard work these past 3 years. I'm counting on you from here on out, Anayama-san. A new editor. Interesting. Okay. Come in, Pythagoras, do you read me? The aftermath of the explosion. I heard a loud boom. What was that? Pythagoras, please respond. Has there been an accident? You weren't caught up in it, were you? Snail 12, Building C, check the surrounding area. It's looking. What was that shadow? And it looks like it like blows up the snail. Shaka says, hey, the snail's been hit. Could be my thing. Just saying. Zoro said, what's up, Luffy? He said, hush. Hey, helmet guy, is something wrong with this thing? Everyone's voice is cut off suddenly. Third floor. Excuse me. Third floor, building A. Where are you, Vegapunk? And she's like, precious gems. Gimme, gimme. Edison saying, hey, ain't you being a bit forward? Most just say they're pretty. There's no harm in it, right? Everyone's evacuating after all. That's what Brooke said. You're not wrong, but hey, still reckon you folks have a screw loose. Nami just packs them all up. She said, woo, this is heavy. Shall we head back? Edison says, we're supposed to be looking for the Stella. Fine, I'll just leave them for now, but we'd better come back for this later. They ain't coming back for that. They ain't coming back for that treasure. You know, those diamonds are man-made. They're meant to be for industrial purposes. What? You can make diamonds? What's with that look in your eyes? The future really is a place of dreams. Enough already. Stella, where are you? Okay, second floor, building A. So your face is like a mask? Yep, I can replace any part of my body whenever I need. See, I keep yawning. I'm just like worn out from the day. That's the future for you. Robin says, I wonder, are these Vegapunks? Those are man-made organoids. They'll be indispensable for the doctors of the future. Chopper says, what? You can actually grow new organs? That's amazing. Oh, I thought these were Vegapunk's organs and someone cut him to pieces. You're scary. Command room, 4th floor. Luffy said, what's going on? Hey, helmet guy. Edison, it's Shaka. Do you read? I could hear everyone fine a second ago. I swear I didn't break it or knock it or anything. I think... Shaka says, it's not that. Look at this. The camera feeds. They keep going out one after another. There's someone else in the lab. What? Yo, if I'm right, dude, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Second floor, building B, right side. I can't believe I get to travel the seas with you, Lady Stussy. You were at Big Mom's party, right? You can consider me your loyal dog. Stussy says, just keep your eyes out for the Stella, silly. Jinbei says, this part of the lab sure is huge. That's because we're on the weapons development floor. You wouldn't want any shockwaves setting things off down here. What groupings? 3rd floor, building C. A bubble gun? That's right, it makes the strongest bubbles. They can bounce anything back. Yo, Usopp's like, I'm so happy because Usopp and Frankie are in this team. And those are the two people I wanted to have the most development in Egghead. York says, I'm sleepy. Frankie says, what kind of attack just bounces things back? Hey, Vegapunk. York looks forward. This looks bad. What happened? Is this the aftermath of that explosion? Usopp said, there's someone here. Hey, isn't that... It's Pythagoras. Hey, hang in there. Whoa, he's got no head. That's gory. Don't tell me it was blown off. That big boom we heard earlier was because of this? Oh, wow. Usopp's observation. It looks like he's using observation here. That's pretty wild. Who's there? Hey, don't shoot, it's me, Pythagoras. Or his head, anyway. What happened? Some kind of incident? Some kind of accident? No, this looks like an attack. It was the darndest thing. It'll sound impossible, but I know my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. Hurry up and tell us. I'm forced to wonder if we made a grave miscalculation. Spit it out already. Where's York? Aw, didn't Edison order you to hold your horses earlier? You should really still be waiting out there, even though you're so cute. Oh no. So it's the Seraphims. Oh shit. York, get away from her. Oh. She hit her with the love mellow. Love mellow. She got her. She turned to fucking stone. And then she kicked her side. York. What? Seraphim, why are you here? What? You shouldn't be able to move on your own. I command you to stop. As she just starts blowing shit up. What is happening? Something's off here. Don't they realize we're Vegapunk? I know, they're not accepting our orders. Yo, I wonder if they made it to the island. I wonder if Saturn has made it to the island and gave them an order, and now they are running wild. They're like, their order was to assassinate Vegapunk. Son of a... Didn't see this twist coming. Should I return fire? That little girl's... Shaka, respond. It's no good. We can't reach them. What? Quit joking around. We won't stand a chance in a fight. We designed them to be the most powerful beings around. Command room building A. Give me a hand, Luffy. What's up, Zoro? Huh? What? You? S-Hawk and S-Bear, stop this immediately. Who ordered you to move? Good, you can stop them, right? They were gunning for CP0? Oh, shit. Were the Seraphims ordered to kill everybody on Egghead? Letting them die in cuffs would leave a bad taste in my mouth. Ag, they're not listening. If they won't take my orders, then they must already be acting on a command issued by a Vegapunk. So one of the Vegapunks might have betrayed all of them. Between the communications blackout and the barrier sealing us in, this is beginning to seem like an elaborate plan. Somebody's trying to kill us all. They want us dead? Those no-good Seraphim scamps. Oh, see, Kaku and Lucci are awake. Hey, Straw Hat, Roanoa, how about we let bygones be bygones for now? We could form a temporary alliance. The two of us would be much more useful out of these cuffs. Damn. Are you kidding me? A Lucci, Kaku, Zoro, Luffy team up? The last panel. Yo, there's... it's just like... Luffy and Zoro just looking like super disgusted. It says they look disgusted. Yo, that is a prime panel right there. Oh man, you can't see it very well. Oh, there it is. Yo. This is wild. No way. Man, that felt like so fast. That feels like it's been 10 seconds. I felt like I read that in a flash. It was so good. Oh, man. I'm confused about this hierarchy thing and about which Vegapunk would have ordered this. Now, there's one thought in mind. One, where's S Shark? Because he's nowhere to be found. Two, which Vegapunk is it? So if they're facing Boa, there's two other groups, right? So then you have Edison, Nami. Was it Edison, Nami, and Jinbei? No. Edison, Nami, and Brooke. And then you have Atlas, Chopper, and Robin. And then you even have Sanji, Stussy, and Jinbei. So I think S Shark is going after Stussy. And I think that's because they were ordered to kill CP0 and the Vegapunks. But I think seems like they're going after the Vegapunks first, or the CP0 first. No, they seem to be going after all of them. So you got a Kuma and a Mihawk Seraphim going after Kaku, Lucci, and Shaka. You have Boa going after Pythagoras, York, Usopp, Frankie, and Lilith. And then I feel like Jinbei's got to clash with his own Seraphim. I feel like that makes the most sense, but that may be why he doesn't. I don't know. Because he hasn't even gotten a chance to see his own Seraphim yet. So I feel like that would be a really cool payoff. Interesting. Man. Is York like fucking toast now? I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough pill to swallow. The fact that Zoro was even holding off Kuma and Mihawk Seraphim, it's kind of fucking awesome. So this definitely puts holes in my plan and my thoughts a little bit, because the Seraphims, if they were ordered by CP0, then they wouldn't be going this wild and try to kill CP. Excuse me. They wouldn't be trying to kill CP0. But maybe Hattori is someone else. But I don't know. Because, I mean, the bird didn't return to Lucci. He wasn't hanging out with him. So I'm wondering. I feel like the betrayer just has to feel like it. He just feels like it's gotta be Shaka, but I feel like the off chance is that it's like Edison. I feel like Edison is the black, the dark horse or whatever. And I think that the reason why I'm leaning towards Edison is because I feel like he cares a lot about his inventions, and he just wants to make shit. So I feel like he'd be quicker to cut a deal. Plus, the last person to give the seraphims an order was Edison. So they didn't listen to Lilith when it was happening, right? Let me see if I can back up a sec. Go back to chapter 1074. Or was it 1073? But yeah, I feel like Edison was the last person to give him an order. So maybe if they're like in that same line of thinking, they were only accepting orders from Edison. So Edison might be the one. Man, this is kind of wild. Because I don't know. I wish I did. I was so in on the triple agent thing, or the triple cross. Like, oh man, I really like that idea. But, I mean, honestly, Hattori could still be a big factor. But maybe they're saving that for something else. But I just feel like he's a masked agent. Like, he's got to be somebody. Right? Let's see here. Yeah, this takes so long to load. Man. This chapter is just absolutely bonkers. But it doesn't... I don't know, because like I felt like last chapter was like kind of a hype chapter. Like it was kind of like hyping us up for like the Kuma flashback and like who's the betrayer, you know, like it kind of didn't lead to any crazy theories or anything like that. And I feel like maybe this one might be the same. But Oda, I feel like next chapter, it's not a break week. So next Friday, we going to be back here again. Well, Thursday. So, we're back here next Thursday, and then it's probably a break week. So, I feel like that means that we're going to get a huge reveal next week, and it may end in a cliffhanger, almost like it may just be like us either getting revealed who's the real traitor, or maybe it's Kizaru and Saint J. Garcia pulling up to Egghead, or it could be the Kuma flashback starting, and there be a crazy reveal halfway through his flashback about something that had happened. Like, I actually had the thought, because of the way that we saw the Kuma flashback and, like, what was seen, we kind of got to see some buildings, we got to see some silhouetted people, and we got to see, like, celestial dragons. What if Kuma's race was the race that originally lived in God Valley, and then they got expelled by the celestial dragons, but Kuma was kept as a slave, and that's where he gets his special race from. Just like when they took over Marie Joie, they kicked out the Lunarians and killed a bunch of them. It could have been the same thing with Kuma's people as well. It could be that, or it could be that that's where he was present at that time, was God Valley, before everything. But I'm not sure if the ages line up, so don't quote me on that. But I just feel like that makes a lot of sense. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's pretty wild. So, I mean, this chapter, I would say, is... If I had to give it a number, I would say this chapter definitely feels like like a 7 out of 10, something like that. Like, it's not necessarily like crazy, like it did nothing crazy for the community as far as like reveals or anything like that, because it just gave us a lot of questions, but it's kind of hyping up the payoff that may come next chapter. So I'm hoping that it does. But as far as like my theory, I'm telling you, I'm aiming Edison for some reason. I feel like it's him. I mean, Pythagoras was attacked, but I mean, he was attacked in a way that would make him survive. So then maybe he's the one throwing them off his own trail. I feel like Lilith seems like she cares too much about when the other Vegapunks get hit. And I feel like Shaka is showing that care right now, like kind of being like, yo, I can't get a hold of everybody. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at all this happening. Edison is the only one who just seems kind of like care a lot more about my inventions. York was just turned to stone, so and Atlas was attacked by CP0, but still could be the one. I mean, she is Wrath, but I just don't see it, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's trying to throw us off. I don't know. But yeah, no, this was a pretty good chapter as far as hype goes. I'm really interested to see where this is going, and I'm so glad that we don't have a break week. I hate break weeks so much, but Odin needs time to cook. So, yeah, man, I'm super hyped for this. I'm loving what's happening right now. Like, Egghead has just been all gas, no brakes, and I'm digging it. I really am. I really like the way that they're doing things. I think it's just making better content. I feel like Wano put a sour taste in some of our mouths because I felt like it was wrapped up way too quickly. Didn't have enough payoffs at the end, and I feel like Egghead has been like a lot of payoffs for theories, for lore, for your characters. Like, all the Vegapunks are cool. Like, I like them all. A lot of people don't like that Lucci and Kaku are back, but I think if it's building up to them teaming up with the Straw Hats, which is really funny to me, after everything, it might merit some good shit too. So this is just wild. I can't believe I said my theory in one video and it was debunked in that same video, basically. I still think Hattori's out there somewhere. He may not be pulling the strings, but I think that he might play an important role. At least I just want him to. I just want to see something crazy happen. But I guess it would also be kind of like a big old, like... because like then he was at Ennie's lobby and he was super strong from the jump and could have jumped in and actually been a part of the fight and stopped the Straw Hats. So I guess they can't really do that without making like a huge plot hole. Yeah, sadly. But no, I really enjoyed this chapter. I enjoy all the chapters. I'm super excited to read Black Clover and My Hero because they're super good right now, especially. They're both in their final arcs, and chef's kiss. But I love One Piece right now. I'm actually rewatching it with my wife. I got to introduce it to her. We are in Jaya right now. Just finished Alabasta, and so we moved on to Jaya, which means we're about to be on Skypiea, which means we're about to meet Anel, and I am here for it. I love Anel. It'll get me hype because I don't know if you guys have watched. TOPT does their Davies Dark tournament, and I woke up super early in the morning here, 2:30 to be exact, and I went on there to cape for my boy Anel and Smoker so I can finally get the matchup of Anel versus Smoker so I can do this justice. So I won't say my take, but just know if you're watching this back and you're a part of the Davy Dark tournaments. If you're not, seriously, join the TOPT Discord and get in there. The debates are always fire. They're hilarious sometimes. They're insane sometimes. I'm super here for it. And if you like debating and power scaling and stuff like that, it's kind of the place for you. So definitely get in on that, but I'm super excited to get to an versus Smoker in the second rounds. But we haven't finished the first round yet because it's all mid tiers, and there's so many mid people in One Piece now that we've been scaled up so much. So, but I think tomorrow I'm going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium. So I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm definitely gonna make TikToks on that. I'm gonna try and have this weekend be the weekend where I just like make a bunch of content on TikTok and put it forward. And then I also really want to take the time to take all those TikToks and upload them into YouTube Shorts on here and just kind of fire those out. Like rapid fire all the ones that I've made, so that way they can gain some traction and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe I'll even get to Instagram and put them into reels. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of time, but I'm hoping to have a little bit more time this weekend to be able to do stuff like that. So that's my hope. But anyway, like always, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a little crazy. Last chapter, I kind of messed it up with the streaming, but it seems to have caught up in a way that I'm very happy. So now I don't have to worry about this whole like not being where it needs to be thing. So luckily the stream has caught up and is pretty much like right neck and neck now that I changed the bit rate. So when I end the stream, it's not just gonna cut off the stream like at the 25-minute mark. So I'm really happy with that. So, because I was even contemplating like maybe I don't do live streams while I'm over here like this. But now that I know I can, I'm very excited to keep them going and maybe even to expand on them. Get, the Theory No Me back and running. It's just going to be probably on weekends and stuff like that, just because the time difference, I'd have to either stay up late or wake up early or whatever to try and get these in. So that's my plan. But thank you very much. If you don't follow me on TikTok, please do. It helps. I really want to get to 1,000 so I can live stream on there as well. And thank you guys, and please subscribe. I appreciate the subscriptions, and please like the video so it can help the algorithm and kind of boost my stuff a little bit. It's always very much appreciated. So, all right, it's your boy signing off. You guys have a wonderful night. Well, I guess it's daytime for you guys. It'll eventually get there. It's night here, so I'm all sorts of messed up. But all right, see you later.